Hi, I'm Stu Bowers, Deputy Editor of Cyclist magazine. Welcome to our new series of how-to videos. To kick the series off, I'm going to show you how to change an inner tube like a pro. First step is that's going to make your life so much easier is to work the slack that is in the tyre all round to one spot. And to do that, simply pop the wheel on the ground, get your thumbs into the bead of the tyre and work them around the rim. You're bringing with you, pulling as you go all the way around to one point, all the slack that's in that system and getting it all round to one place. When you get there, you'll be able to see that that part of the tyre now is quite a slack fit on the rim. Then what you do is simply support the wheel on the floor using your feet, and then you can push that tyre off at the slack point, use your hands as well, and you better roll the tyre off the rim. Now I appreciate some are tougher than others, but generally this system will work pretty much across the board. You better push the tyre off with your hand. It saves so much time. Once the tyre is off, you punch it in the tube. Obviously, if you're at the roadside at this point, you have to thoroughly check your tyre for thorns and stones, flints, whatever might be in there causing the puncture. We haven't got that at this stage, so I'm going to show you how to remount the tyre. So, pop the tyre back on. Always nice to line your valves up with your logos on your tyres. Push the bead back on just one side with your thumbs. That should be really easy. Should be no difficulty getting the one side of the tyre back on. When it comes to fitting your tube, the best tip I can give you is to get some shape into that inner tube. The way you do that is just put some air in it. So if you're at the roadside, you can just do it with your mouth, or if you're at home, obviously use your pump, whatever. Okay, so now that inner tube has got some structure to it. You've got a nice round shape to deal with. It's much easier than a flat tube. So when you put that in the tyre, it will lay into the shape of the tyre carcass. And you pop the valve in, push it in the tyre over, and just feed that in. So the inner tube will sit, because you put some air in it, it will sit exactly where you want it in the rim bed. So you reach that point there. Then what you're going to do is the opposite to what we did to take the tyre off. You're literally just hooking that feed in and carrying that slack around with you, with your thumbs, all the way around, pushing. And again, because you put some air in the tyre, you won't be trapping the inner tube anywhere. It's sitting in the bead of the tyre. It's good. The final stage then, when you get to this point, is where most people struggle. You reach this situation where the tyre just simply doesn't look like it's going to fit. And that's where working that slack round is your friend. So again, I would put the wheel on the ground. I would start opposite, work the slack around the tyre, pushing all the time, just gripping with your thumbs and fingers around. And then when you get back to that point, what you'll find is there's more slack available, so you'll be able to push that tyre on much more easily. You may have to go back and forth a few times to do that, but ultimately that's how you get the tyre to seat with your thumbs, like so. The final step then is to push the valve up, just to make sure that it's not trapped here. That's why it's always worth finishing at the valve and not opposite. Okay, that's pretty much you done. In terms of inflation from that point, if you're at the roadside, you might want to consider one of these little chaps. CO2 canister will get your tyre up in a matter of seconds. Obviously, if you're at home, standard floor pump is your way forward. There you go.